Hey, yo, this is Guido, and welcome back to Tactics Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We've got another in the series, which will end up being a long series as I learn these new maps, or the changed maps. They're not necessarily new. But we've got Malinovka on this one in the south spawn. I'm going to head up to the sniper bush up there at about F7. And we're going to see how that plays. Go to my view here. I'm in my 430 version 2, tier 9 in a 357. Middle tier, which is pretty nice. You can see that Malinovka is set up pretty much exactly the same. Got the little lake right there. You've got the line of buildings here in the south. They've got their bush line right there. The caps are in the same place. And we've got the hill up here. We've got the big marshy water bit in the middle. So it is essentially exactly the same with some minor additions of bushes and things here and there. But even those, as you can look at it, look pretty much the same. So I've got some guys going up to the top to the hill. Usually I advocate going up to the hill as that's a critical terrain, but as I'm learning some of these maps, I decided to go see what's going on over here on this sniper bush, and you'll see right away that there's quite a few bushes up here. See how the bushes move when you actually push into them? That's pretty interesting. My question there, which I do not know the answer to right now, is can you see that movement from across, or can the enemy see that movement? That would be kind of interesting. So I'm being careful. I don't know if I push too far forward if they'll see the front edge of those bushes moving. There's a guy there. I'm going to go ahead and shoot. And I did not get spotted, so that was interesting. And it may have been a case of the 49 had moved back enough that the bushes between he and I, his bushes, had gone opaque. Or is it the other way around? Solid? Yeah. And he wasn't able to see me. So basically what that means is the loss of my bush camo didn't matter because I was essentially double bushed, if you want to say it that way. That also means there's probably not a scout down in this area. We'll pause it, and what I mean is down here, I will have to start to look at these areas here for scouts. Right now, I am grinding the 430 version 2 and my T10, trying to get enough experience on them so that I can automatically unlock the tier 10s when they show up for those two. So I have not played any scouts. I recommend 4 tankers and a dog if you want to get some good scout information. Fairly soon I'll start running the scouts, and I'm looking at these bushes here and these bushes here primarily as good spots, and maybe even getting into some of these lower ones down here. So anyway, that's enough of that. Let's see what we're doing here with this sniper bush. The T54 Mod 1 has moved up into there, and he is in between some rocks. He's going to end up backing up. Get a shot on him. And I fully expected to be lit right there. You'll notice that he's inside the green and white line there. I'm surprised I wasn't actually lit. So I'm just going to drive back up here. That also probably means that T49 has not got back up on this promontory right here. But I will tell you that I've noticed in a couple cases that bushes in certain places haven't acted exactly the same. And I don't know if that's just because there weren't guys there to spot me. That's very possible. So I'll keep an eye on that, but it seems a little strange. Like I said, I was surprised that that 54 Mod 1 did not see me. Lots of other possibilities, just maybe he's got a bad crew with a low vision. All those kind of things are in play. So I'm doing something here sort of dangerous, but it's been interesting because I haven't been lit. So I'm just going to sit here and shoot at these guys. And I'm going to courtesy move. I'm expecting to get lit. And I don't, so I actually just drive right back. That's kind of interesting. We're starting to work our guys over on the hill. There goes the 113. He's headed up the hill. You can see that there's some folds in the ground that they can kind of drive up there now. He's a little bit closer than you would normally have been able to go up that hill and not be highlighted by me right here as far as having a shot. So that's changed a little. There's some guys up on the side there. They're being foolish up on the edge. And because I haven't been lit, I'm just basically going to sit here and see how long I can do this. There goes a shot into the dirt before I'm lit. Again, I think this has a lot more to do with the T49 or a medium hasn't really pulled into those bushes across from me. Otherwise, I think I'd pretty easily been lit here shooting away. 113's heading up. We got 2 of them dead. You can see that we've pushed across coming in behind them, so we've got a pretty good amount of map control now. But they are really stacked up on top, and so we're in danger of losing the top hill there, in which case things will get a little dicier for us. There's a 5100, put a shot into him. See a good example of those new mechanics as far as the graphics go of shots. You can kind of see that tracer lobbing in there. Gives you a better idea actually of muzzle velocity on your shots. Used to be able to drive along here up on the edge and move along quite nicely without getting into the gunk, into the water. You see that nice water right there. I have turned down some of the effects, but you can still drive along the side a little bit there and keep your speed up a little bit better. Like I said, I've dropped down some of the effects just because of the distraction. So now we've got this Mod 1 kind of sitting there. I'll put some shots into him. This little ramp's always been useful for this kind of thing. Poking up on guys over there, shooting guys that are in the... There's that ricochet graphic that comes up when you bounce. Another one into him. And he is no longer interested in being shot in the side, so he starts to move, so I'll start looking around for something else to shoot at. He's gone down, don't have to worry about him. Now we've got the Oods right there. He's moving around. Take a shot on him. That gets me spotted, so he's turning around, looking for a shot on me. Looks like he missed, or he shot someone next to me. Maybe he was shooting at the Sturv. 5100's having his way. So I'm going to dive back down here. There goes the Sturv, so he dies off. Our guys on the hill won, so they're pushing him off. Pretty lucky shot right there, but I get that into him. And now it's more or less cleanup time. We do have to be careful. They could make a comeback if we're not careful, but the 113's really kind of pinned, and the rest of them are hiding in the bushes over here, so it's more than likely just cleanup time. There goes the Bulldog, so yeah, we've definitely got this one in the bag. Centurion drives in there. I completely missed the T-44. For wonder, I was smart enough to actually go away from my heat, or maybe I never actually shot the heat. Looks like I never actually shot the heat. And there's the last Arty, and you can see that in this back position back here, there's some folds in the ground as we move up where the Arty can hide, but really a lot more bushes and things in here, so digging guys out of this area is going to be a bit trickier, I think. It always was kind of tricky. And that's the end of that. So 3,241, 412 spotting, and a quick look at that sniper bush and its usefulness right there. A lot of my shots depended on other people lighting up tanks and some kind of foolish action by the Reds getting up on the edge there. So I don't really recommend this spot, but I just wanted to see how it played, if it was similar or not, and it is. Seems like maybe a little bit difference on whether you get spotted in the bush or not, but like I said, I believe that's because that T-49 was not posted up in this bush very often over there. Alright guys, hope you like what you saw. Hope you learned something. If you did, make sure you subscribe, and we will see you.